Hi, day 14 was from Quemado to Springerville.
Good morning. Starting off from Quemado this morning, 50 miles to Springerville, and unlike yesterday's hurricane force winds, which will probably pick up again, it's completely still and actually a little cool this morning. But it's beautiful. I love the morning light. You can see the moon in the distance.
And it was going to be an exciting day. I was going to get into another state, the third and final state on my trip. Going to get into Arizona. That was exciting. Started off and pretty early in the morning, and this highway sign, the Adopt a Highway sign, was hilarious. I apologize for it being fuzzy. My phone camera wasn't working right, but I just thought that was hilarious. I can just see, a parent telling that to a kid. Pretty cool stuff. And then I had taken, the night before, I had taken a salad with me so I could have that in the morning. Wasn't really hungry when I first got up. I ate something, but not a lot, so I thought I'd take the salad with me. And when I got to a nice spot, I would have it. And I did find a rest stop and kind of a picnic area, so it was really nice to stop and relax and ponder, and that was nice. Next step, I made it to the Arizona border, and it just happened there was a gal there who was traveling from the East Coast. She was I think she was looking for a school or going to school or just wanted to get away from the East Coast and see what the West was like, and she was pretty impressed with the state and the West and how the topography and the geology and how you could see everything, and that impressed her. So it was kind of nice to have a little break there. Right as I left the little pull-off for the Arizona sign, I noticed that the asphalt was really gorgeous. There were all these little color specks in there of hundreds of different colors, and it was kind of pretty. No, I wasn't losing it. I was doing just fine. It was all the little things you notice along the way. And but as I started going up a hill, I was getting into a road cut, and the road cut was really impressive. The still pictures here show it. There was a lot of light-colored, sandy-type rock, but then on top of it were this layer of really thick rocks, big rocks. And I was wondering why that occurred, and you'll see the video in a second here, but my dad told me that what it was there was a volcano nearby, and I had passed a lot of volcanic domes on this stretch from Socorro, and the underlying stuff was ash, and then the stuff on top was actually the lava flows, and it could have happened 100 miles away, and it could have been 5 miles away. No telling how far away it was. But you'll see the video, and the video is pretty impressive near the end of how interesting it was. I really enjoyed that. And I just enjoyed seeing the geology and all the trip and wondering, taking myself back tens and hundreds and millions of years, and what was happening to form this now. And it kind of made me connected with the whole thing and the whole picture. And that was quite the spiritual experience. Which always happens when I get into nature, and but maybe even more so on this trip, because it was all alone and a bunch of days in a row, and kind of hard to explain. It was pretty nice. When I got past the road cut and was starting to head downhill, I took this picture of myself waving. When you look at the picture, it looks like these stretches are really long stretches, and they are to a certain degree. But they go by faster than you'd think. I think some of the views are almost a little psychologically depressing, or it isn't as far as it looks. And maybe that's because I've been riding for a bunch of days, and I understood that, when it looks like a long ways, it is a long ways, but no big deal. You just take it one step at a time. But some of these were just such long stretches, and this one was kind of exciting because I could see it was downhill a long ways, and a nice shoulder, and so a lot of things combined to make that a nice little day. And if you look at that picture closely, you can see it just goes on what seems like forever. And but that's what I liked about it. I liked that, having that opportunity to experience that and take one step at a time. And then I got to Springerville, got to the hotel, and decided to go to a bike shop and have them check my tires. he had absolutely no clue about tubeless tires at all. I don't know why. I don't understand, but it is a small town. You never know. And on the way back to the hotel, I thought, my dad loves pineapple shakes from Dairy Queen. And I thought, it probably is the law that you have to have pineapple shakes. And since he'd had one, he's my dad, so I better have one. Or maybe I had two, possibly. And that was delicious. I needed the sugar at that point. Headed back to the hotel and, did my normal thing, laid out my stuff, organized them, and did all the crap I have to do. Went and had dinner at a Mexican restaurant. But it was okay. It was okay. No complaints. And that was that day. So thank you for listening.
It's just incredible out. Still, no one around me, no cars. I mean, why aren't people up at 5:30 in the morning? Well, I hope everyone has a wonderful day.